Welcome aboard my 99 Volkswagen Beetle once again, and regrettably this is probably going to be one of the last times you ever see it. We've got the same problems that I was talking about in the previous video, but now another symptom has shown up, and it involves the internal monitors. And basically, I don't know if anyone but a Volkswagen mechanic would really know about this kind of stuff, because I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But my previous video where I was talking about the throttle control module potentially being inactive, I have this new correlation coming up with the evap monitor not resetting. Everything else, all the other monitors, as you can see, have an OK or not available status if they don't exist. But there is the evap system monitor, clearly showing incomplete. Everything else has been reset. The drive cycle has happened many times over, as far as I'm aware. It's been at least 200 miles, if not more, since I last cleared out the DTCs. I did that manually just as an experiment to see what else would come through, but everything else has reset. It's been my experience that the last things to reset are the secondary air monitor and the evap monitor, but as you can see, the secondary air monitor is okay, and the evap is still incomplete. I don't know if I would be seeing a different status if, say, there were a fault in the evap monitor, but it is incomplete at very least. And here are the current codes that I'm running. There are no pending codes, just to show you that. However, I'm running one stored code. It's for the catalyst efficiency below threshold. There it is, the P0422, as you can plainly see. And that's the only DTC that I'm running at the moment. And I don't know if it matters. If there are any Volkswagen mechanics watching, here's the freeze frame data on that code. It'll pull itself up in a second. There it is. The data here is messed up. It obviously wasn't running at 167 Celsius when that happened. The engine would have been well and truly on fire. That is in Fahrenheit, as I believe all these figures are actually in the imperial units. So therefore, this would not be clicks, it would be miles per hour. And it would make sense at that engine RPM anyway. Because I assume this was in fourth gear. It'd be nice if it told me that. Also, the O2 monitor tests. Actually, I think, yeah, bank 1 sensor 1. I believe this is the pre-cat oxygen sensor. I have no idea what any of these numbers actually mean. I don't know if they're within nominal ranges or not. There's frame 4 again. I went through it a little bit too quickly. Yeah, I don't know how to interpret all of this data, but if you do, I'd really be appreciative if you could tell me what's going on. And obviously that mode's not supported. Onboard monitor test. This brings up a fail status, and I don't know why. I don't know what it means. And again, it's probably vehicle specific. But I believe these other two tests always show up okay, whatever these things are. Yeah. So it's just the whatever $01 data means. I really do not know. And the car's been sitting for a little while. It's probably not completely cold at this moment, but it's been sitting for about an hour and a half or so. So you'll see the temperature is down a bit. And I don't know why we're now back in centigrade. There we go. That makes sense. But there's the DTC count 1. I don't know if it was on the previous frame, but there's the throttle position percentage, and that's off throttle, and it goes up to 77.3 right here. This is fully on the throttle. So because I'm getting this data, and I mean I can even graph it if you want, because I'm getting this data, I believe that the throttle position sensor is working nominally because the response appears to be normal to every one of my inputs. And also when the engine's running, the response is normal, but it only responds to my physical input on the pedal. So right now I'm off the throttle, and now I'm slowly ramping on, and it'll adjust its scales when I hit 77.3. So there you go. That's the maximum. So now you can see the entire trace as I come on and off the pedal. So this is all the raw data off of the throttle position sensor. So this is why I believe that that data is normal. It's just the throttle control module itself that I believe to be the culprit. I don't know if there is a correlation between the throttle control module either being non-functional or semi-functional and the incomplete status of the evap monitor. So that's really the main inquiry in this video. Is there a correlation between any fault in the throttle control module or any associated sensors with the throttle control module and receiving an incomplete status on the evap system monitor? Because at this point, I know the catalytic converter is bad, and I was looking at getting that replaced next week. But now with this new situation, unless the evap system is somehow connected to the catalytic converter too, which I don't understand how it could be, but maybe it is. There are stranger things about this car. But unless those systems are correlated, even if I get the cat fix, it's not going to matter, because I will fail inspection due to this condition as well. So it just feels like, why bother fixing the cat if you have another problem, which is going to cost even more money? So again, if you're a Volkswagen mechanic and you happen to be watching this video, I'd really, really appreciate it if you could give me some pointers. Or if you're a mechanic in general, you know. I'm a valiant do-it-yourselfer, but I mean, I don't know all the little ins and outs about this kind of stuff, so really, I'd be really appreciative if anybody could give me some meaningful feedback on this.